25.
Right, we're into the last 16 action here at Players Championship 3. A very, very interesting last 16 it is looking like as well, because we've got one spot still up for grabs. But I can tell you that Joe Cullen, the number 6 seed, versus Daryl Gurney, the number 22 seed, as the Rockstar kicks off with a maximum, is the only game where two-seeded players are going head-to-head. Such has been the devastation wrought on the big names so far. Gurney responding in kind. Perfect start to this contest.
60.
Jose de Souza, the number 3 seed, takes on Louis Williams. The winner of that faces the winner of this one in the quarterfinals, as Gurney makes it 4 perfect darts and then sails high with his 5th.
100.
Scott Williams, I believe, he's going to take on Connor Scott for a spot in the quarterfinals, though Connor, who was 5-0 up on John Worsley, only leads 5-3. That's the last remaining board final to be decided.
79.
Keen Barry versus Kim Hybrex is the other game in that little quarter of the draw. The other half sees Alan Suter versus Damon Heta, Joe Mernon and Jamie Hughes. Gurney could stay there, but switches. And a single 17 will leave him tops.
102.
Very strong start to this from Super Chin. Tops left after 12. And the 161 won't go for Cullen. After starting with a 180 on throw, he'll be disappointed to be left back on 117 as Gurney takes the first leg with a very accomplished 14 darter. Now, Joe played some really, really good stuff last weekend. Had 4 ton-plus averages. He was averaging very high 90s.
140.
Over the first 2 days, and didn't really come away with as much prize money as you might have thought he'd get for that level of play. Today, it's been the opposite. He's been not very good and keeps on winning. He's only averaging mid-80s from his first 3 games, but he is getting
60.
better. Started off in the low 80s, then the mid-80s, then the high 80s. If he carries on that trajectory, then Joe Cullen might win the final, averaging 110. Could be a tricky one, getting past what looks like a rejuvenated Super Chin.
24.
As he scores 24, the Northern Irishman. Thanks for that, Daryl.
140.
Good response from Cullen, who really did look like he was going to win the Premier League on Thursday in Liverpool. Kind of fluffed his lines in the final
60.
against Johnny Clayton. Can he find his way through to the treble there?
60.
He can't. He's still in a strong position in this leg. Gurney had left tops after 12 in the first leg. He's on 217 after 12 darts in this one.
57.
Going along at a fair old pace in this one. I think Daryl Gurney is playing at the pace that Joe Cullen wants to play at here.
58.
A dart missed at double 18 may not be too costly. And indeed won't be. At least not at the moment.
83.
Ooh, arrowing that one in from the right-hand side. Skewing in off the one in the treble one.
Game shot.
Double 4 does the job. He absolutely adores double 4, Joe Cullen. I think it was about 3 years ago there was some stat that said he was the best double 4 hitter in the world, and he picked up on that, and he just seems to have played with even more confidence while throwing at that particular target. Can tell you Connor Scott has got the job done. So the new tour card holder will play Scott Williams, stepping up from the Challenge Tour. One of them makes the quarterfinals. We did, of course, see Stephen Burton make the quarterfinals of the Players' Championship event last weekend on the Sunday in Barnsley. Another player which stepped up from the Challenge Tour. Scott Williams looking to do the same.
140.
Stephen Burton not here because there haven't been enough people pull out to allow him to play in this tournament today. Maximum from Cullen. He needed 3 big trebles to get to a finish. He produces.
$140.
Daryl Gurney down to 1 as well. Oh, double 16. Magnificent Joe Cullen. 180, 1-3, 1 out for a 12 darter. 2-1 he leads. 6 perfect darts from Joe Cullen.
139.
Oh, just a
140.
A little frustrated nod of acknowledgement there, because Cullen must have felt that he was in the zone. 7 perfect darts. He is 8 out of 9 in his last 3 visits.
108.
Looking to turn the screw, but Daryl Gurney firing back with his second 180.
57.
Michael van Gerwen just gone 4-2 up on Neil Zonneveld in that all-Dutch encounter. Steve West 3-2 up on James Wade. Damon Hetta 3-1 on Alan Suter.
52.
And as you can see, 2-1 Cullen, but looking pretty good for a level game in the next few moments.
46.
Scott Williams versus Connor Scott getting ready. Jose de Souza versus Louis Williams, and Kim Hybricks versus Keen Barry. All of those games with quarter-final spots on the line.
42.
He's just doing the maths here to see if he needs to change his approach, but staying on the treble 20 there is fine. Going for the 19, single 19 doesn't leave a finish.
70.
Neither does Skinny 5. No need to
56.
go 18 and bull for Super Chin, so he can set up that double 16 that served him so well, particularly en route to the 2 major titles that
58.
he's won, former Players Champion, former Grand Prix Champion. Okay, another in there will do.
Yep. Game shot.
And you could see how far over on the right-hand side he was. Yeah, just pointing it out. I don't think he was expecting the dart to go in that bit of the double 8, but it worked to a piece. Cullen's got a very good record against Daryl Gurney. He's won 12 matches compared to Gurney's 4 in their previous history, which is kind of surprising.
140.
But it does kind of underline Daryl Gurney, an established major winner. He's been around for a long time, been at the top of the game for a long time, even though he has slipped down the rankings in the last couple of years. But Cullen has pretty impressive records against a lot of the big names, because he's shown for a long, long while
60.
that he is a major champion in waiting. And finally this year, he's gone and proven it by winning the Masters. Now a Premier League star. But then I'm preaching to the choir here. You're watching PDC TV. You know all this. You've seen this man throwing 107 averages every Saturday on the Euro Tour. How about this for a double 16? 1-3-2. Check out Joe Cullen to add to the 1-3-1. Spectacular stuff.
$60. 140.
Well, Joe Cullen, as I said, statistically has not been very good today, but he's been getting better, and it looks like if he carries on in the current form, he's going to stick another 4 or 5 points on the average he produced in the previous game.
96.
We've seen plenty of instances of the top players, even when they're not playing their best, just getting through the opening rounds, and then later on, that's where they turn it on. If you can't take them out when they're playing poorly, they're going to start playing well sooner or later. Joe Cullen is starting to play well. 171 to leave 94 for a chance to go 4-2 up. Gurney needs to fill it up, really. And he doesn't. I'm not sure that ton 4 is enough. 146 is a very big ask.
54.
Well, he went double-double. You could argue whether that was a sensible way with Gurney back on 146, but he does leave himself 3 darts at tops. Does he stay, or does he go 18s?
98.
Great guide.
Game shot.
And uses it, Joe Cullen. It is 4-2. The Rockstar has won 4 of the last 5 legs. His average has climbed to 97. This is the best we've seen so far today from Joe Cullen, but it is in line with what he's been producing
96.
for the rest of the year. In fact, longer than that.
$80.
Damon Heta closing in on a spot in the quarterfinals. 5-1 up and averaging 105 against Alan Suter. Michael van Gerwen is already there. He's just averaged 107 and blown Neil Zonneveld out the way. Zonneveld averaged a ton, but a 6-3 victory for Michael van Gerwen. He is through to the quarterfinals and will face either Steve West or James Wade.
100. $140. 100. 65.
Using the bullseye there to leave a finish that does not require one, but will he get a look at the 116? Double 11.
62.
Cullen misses, and Gurney has the chance to get a break back. Tops he wants.
96.
Maybe it just clipped the flight. There was a noise there. Is that double 4 again?
Game shot.
Joe Cullen does not miss double 4. It is 5-2, and the Rockstar is a leg away from the quarterfinals and a meeting with either Louis Williams or the birthday boy, José de Souza.
100. 29. 60.
Could be yet another victory for Joe Cullen against Daryl Gurney.
180.
He has got his number. Gurney has only won 1 of their last 8 meetings over the last 4 years. Cullen's beaten him at the match play. He's beaten him at the Grand Prix. Beat him at the Masters earlier on this year on his way to the title.
100.
Beat him in a Euro Tour and 3 more of these events. The 1 victory for Daryl did come in one of these in Bolton around about a year ago. But 1 treble here for Cullen.
86.
Well, it's enough to pose a problem for Gurney.
$109.
Lovely setup shot. It may not matter. Double 16 for the match. And Joe Cullen just puts it outside the wire. Match dart missed. You expect him to get more in this game.
Game shot.
But he won't get any more in this leg. Double 8 is there for Daryl Gurney. That's 1. He needs 3 more.
84. 45.
Damon Heta has joined Michael Van Gerwen in the quarterfinals, and the heat is producing some top quality stuff.
48.
Paul Nicholson picked him out at the start of the day. Said he fancied him to win today. Said he fancied him to do a lot this year, Damon Heta. Really likes the look of him. He's just averaged 104.5 and beaten Alan Suter by 6 legs to 2. Impressive stuff for the man from down under.
135.
I think Alan Suter actually put Damon Heta up when he went on a little trip up to Arbroath recently, so he's not really repaid the favour by tearing him a new one, averaging 104 in the process.
41.
Don't invite him again, Alan. Be my advice.
$123.
Needs a treble 20 to get to a finish. And gets it.
$51.
But Daryl Gurney may have to take out this 170 if he has any hope of going further in the tournament. That's so unfortunate.
98.
Match starts incoming for Joe Cullen.
40.
And it is now 3 that he has missed in this game. He's missed double 16, he's missed tops, he's missed 10s. '17 segment for Gurney. And the bullseye to save it.
47.
Should have had a dart at the outer ring, only got one at the bullseye. It might be the last dart he throws today.
15.
But Joe Cullen is making such hard work of this because he's 3 more match darts missed at 10s and 5s. A wire bender. And a heartbreaker. Joe Cullen. He has missed 6 darts for the match. He still leads 5-4. He will have the throw in the last leg decider if we go the distance.
$140.
You can add another name to the quarter-final lineup. It is James Wade.
140.
The reigning UK Open champion has beaten Steve West and will take on Michael Van Gerwen for a spot in the semis here in Wigan.
100.
Won it 6-4 with an 86 average. I don't think there'll be a clamour for the DVD highlights of that particular game. It doesn't matter. Wade's got it done.
$108.
A third 180 of the game for Daryl Gurney makes it very, very likely we are going to a last leg decider.
58.
Cullen will already be steeling himself to try and kick off well.
65. $140.
Cullen finally, at the 8th time of asking, gets the winning dart.